so much for joining. Once again, I'm coming to you live from Nakhon Si Thammarat, the south part of Thailand, and I live in the city of Kon. Yes, and I am very happy to meet you guys once again. And I have been able to slowly teach myself to navigate properly around around YouTube Live, and it's now just to remember where exactly to which button is which one to switch off and such. But I will get there slowly but surely. Thank you so much for your patience, and I hope that you've had a lovely day thus far. Mine was great up until, yes, well, up until now. It sounds as if now it's just not good anymore, and that's not the truth. Okay, so today was an amazing day. The sun was out and I was able to do my washing. Everybody down the soil was doing their washing. They were even washing their cats. Yeah, yes, you heard me right. They washed their cats as well today. So yes, now the washing, including the cats, are clean for the weekend. And yes, so thank you for joining. And today I will be reading a piece from Ashley's, what I call her reflection journal, and this is number 4. She wrote this roughly during June of last year, 2024. So, events leading up to coming to Thailand. You started out as an innocent Wednesday morning. Who would have thought that you'd grow bored during the day and invite me to play pretend with you, if you could call that an invitation? Once a week, they play us a movie at 7:30 p.m. and sometimes it's a Western movie, yet it is always translated into Thai with the poorest substitution for the real actors' voices and never with English subtitles. But one thing there is, which they cannot translate, and that is when a song is played. It was such a time, wholly unexpected, that I heard that guitar intro. Oh, a single note only is needed for me to know which song it is. A deluge of memories burst forth and had me fighting to stay afloat. And as the current was too strong to resist, I left myself be taken. When the shock of the first moments have subsided, the spontaneous images that sprang forth became more coherent, and I saw it played out before me. All while that which was on the screen had long been forgotten. The windows in that light blue car of yours were opened wide as we breathed in the summer air, all dressed in our red bathing suits, skin laved in sunshine, hair the color of wheat. Once on the highway, we turned on the speaker and we played the song. Every single morning, this was our daily trip, with a car filled with surfboards and sunscreen and kids fresh out of school. From the slow town where we were camping, off to Buffalo's Bay where we wanted to help protect the beaches. Lifeguards at day, waiters by night. What a life, what freedom. I heard 20 seconds of that song, and for the next 10 minutes of the movie, I was completely absorbed in my reminiscence of those days preceding my chapter abroad. Listen to the wind blow, watch the sunrise. What could be more fitting lyrics to start off our day, with the morning sun that colored the sky and the playful current of the wind ruffling our hair as it spoke of many exciting promises of what the new day holds. I know we got tired. I know there were some fights, but that summer was one of the happiest periods of my life. How did I get to Thailand? This is how. Some days saw us walking from 8 a.m. till 2 a.m. Everyone knew us in that bay. Nights were jolly when you've got us serving up your food, traditional South African food, including braaivleis, barbecue, over a wooden fire. What more could we ask for? We moved our camping spot as soon as the other one was vacant and pitched our tents on top of a hill overlooking the mighty body of water that seems to have no end. South Africa, my heart is bleeding for you. Our ocean is no one's playmate, yet we still venture to play and for a few moments see ourselves as riding her waves instead of knowing that it is she who carries us. The deep blue ocean is regal. I respect it for its majesty and power. Those rugged rocks sticking out make a striking picture, one that is still embedded in my heart till this day. Our mornings of meditation on that hill at dawn on the quiet part of the beach, where all one can hear are the waves crashing against the rocks, or the occasional Trevor Hall playlist playing, is something that no passage of time or circumstances, however dire they may be, will succeed to deracinate from my memory. My high school sweetheart and I, our love, as of yet unspoiled, were filled with dreams and hopes that drove us from our continent to another. And the other boys, I loved them like brothers. We made big fires on the beach under the open sky, and the flames seemed to reach all the way up there and joined the stars by winking and playing to the sound of our laughter as we all admired the vastness of God's handiwork. We were hardly aware of how ethereal it all was, but it matters not, for we lived each moment for itself. We were meeting new friends, from those who came from the inland over to our home for the holidays. The jobs were what filled our pockets with more money, and the moments are what engraved our hearts with these priceless memories. So what brought me to Thailand? It is no single thing that drove me here, but rather an amalgamation of all the years leading up to this decision. It's my cornucopia of dreams. It's my belief that anything is possible if you set your mind to it. It's my itchy feet and wanderlust, my thirst for freedom and independence, and the excitement of knowing that I am now choosing how I start the rest of my life. Habits may seem contradicting to someone who wishes to be free, but without some level of consistency, you'll hardly obtain this freedom you're reaching for. Freedom is about not getting thrown off course, being free from the influence from without. That summer taught me what crucial ingredient habit is in reaching your goals. Dreams will remain but dreams if you do not develop a plan of action and then proceed by acting on this said plan, having a goal, knowing that you are doing this for what you are doing this for is the absolute best motivation. What is it that you want? How do you get there? What do you need to do so? I want to travel. I want to see the world. I want to gain real life experience. I want to hear the stories that others have to tell who's chosen a similar path. I want to be enlightened by those who've chosen this path. I want to see what there is so I can make a more informed decision of what it is I want to do. Can you imagine all the possibilities? All the things we might not be aware of? How do people live? How do they earn a living? Surely there are other ways than your usual 9 to 5. If I wanted to live there, I need an occupation. To get there, I need money. What are the jobs I can do? In which country? What do I need in order to do these jobs? We filtered and filtered. I looked at carnival jobs, fruit picking, nanny openings, yachts, volunteering, to name but a few. It all narrowed down to teaching, and all I needed was a TEFL qualification. I looked at countries that didn't require a degree. There were a few. Who offers courses? What are the costs? How about the living standards? Job availability? So many questions to answer and sort through and research done. It took months of this going back and forth with emails and calls and polls until we found a TFL course on Koh Samui that offers a discount if you apply with a friend. What could be more perfect for the two of us? We had our goal. Now, how do we get there? Plane tickets, the course, living expenses, traveling, visas, more research, yet more planning. We were then able to put a number to it, and now all we had to do was work. No partying like most of our peers. Work now, play later. I had help, and we had help as well. My help was him, and ours was his parents. My own mother was not on board. I'm sorry, but I cannot give you my blessing on this, Ashley. Take heed, any young girl who might be reading this today. Honor your parents. Was this rebellion of mine the thing that would ultimately lead to my coming to prison today? Many times I've wondered this. It's the first commandment in the Bible that has a promise attached to it. Honor your father and your mother, and you will live long. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother, that it may go well with you, and that you may live long in the land. Ephesians 6, 1-3. And if you don't, something to chew on after this read. For now, let's return to our story. It so happened that his father was to wed just before our departure, and it all worked out beautifully so that the newlyweds would accompany us on our flight there. Them going on their honeymoon and us starting our adventure. It gave them some peace of mind too, being able to see us off safely. We made it. The course wasn't a sham. The teachers were great. The other students quickly became our close friends, and all of that on the loveliest island. I can still hear Fleetwood Mac's The Chain as I'm writing this to you, and it still produces the same effects to me as before. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. The excitement of a new day dawning, of going somewhere, of starting new. And just maybe, if you love yourself now, you'll love yourself forever. To the young people who wish to go abroad, my message to you today is, don't be afraid, do it. But be thorough in your research, be prudent in your preparations, and be clear in your communication with your parents. Ask advice from someone who's been there before and who can help guide you in certain matters that you might not come across on Google. But don't believe the world is a scary place because of the few bad stories there are that have gone wrong for others, or by hearing the misfortunes that struck a handful of unfortunates. Use these stories only to be vigilant and to be aware of the bad as well as the good. Going abroad is a wonderful experience, no matter what the length or purpose of your voyage or what destination you choose. You get to learn, see, taste, hear and feel so many splendid things that color your world with a palette you never even knew existed. Happy traveling, dearest readers. I trust I will be able to join you soon. All my love, Ashley. Another great piece by Ashley Oosthuizen. And yes, God has turned that which was meant for evil, He has turned to good. So praise God for that. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. And I hope that you've enjoyed it. I will see you again next week, if I live, God willing. And you must have an amazing weekend. Enjoy whatever you do and do everything as unto the Lord. Okay, guys, thank you so much for your support once again. All your prayers, and yes, everybody who has been supporting us through the Backer Buddy project, or the campaign, voice, or sorry, I haven't mentioned this in a long while, so now I'm all getting mixed up. But yes, thank you so much for also yes, for all your donations, all your yes, everything, your support that you have been giving us throughout the last couple of years. We really do appreciate it, guys. God bless you and be safe. See you guys next week.